Hey, everybody. What's going on, everybody? It's me, the Crazy Professor. Good to have you all with us. Everybody.
I've got super
What's going on,
time.
everybody? It's me,
How
the
about
Crazy
you?
Professor. Doing pretty good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hold on a second. Let me mute that. There we go. Awesome. So, guys, here's the deal. You guys gotta give me some cool stuff, and we're gonna create a cool comic strip today. Okay, we're gonna start with Lilia. Lilia, you ready for this?
Okay.
I'm here.
So Lilia, first we're gonna pick the setting. Is it gonna be a superhero movie? Is it gonna be an action movie, or is it gonna be a science fiction or a fantasy setting? What's the setting? Superhero, fantasy, or science fiction?
For my interest in, I like more fantasy and like this.
Got it. A fantasy setting. Got it. Okay. So you get to start with the story then. What happens first? You got to describe what's going on.
I need to think about it. I like a series yesterday I finished it to watch about nuclear bombs was dumped on the ground. Maybe you know the series Fallout.
Yes, of course, definitely. Oh, a nuclear bomb was dumped on the ground. All right.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
Nuclear bombs.
Yeah, that's not really fantasy. That's more like science fiction, but sure.
Yeah.
Go on. A nuclear bomb was dumped on the ground, and then what?
People formed the ground. Underground. But will be 2 seasons. This story.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right. Oh, I see. All right, so we have our first prompt. A nuclear bomb was dumped on the ground, and people were formed underground. Okay, do you mean people started living underground?
People hide. Maybe they hide.
Okay, that's what you meant. And people hid underground. Yeah, because look, you have the past simple, so this has to agree. And guess what? Our first prompt is ready. Here's what the AI drew. A nuclear bomb was dumped underground and people hid underground. Okay, we have our first comic strip. On to the next person. It is time for... how about we call on Mastanov? Mastanov, what happened next?
Oh, what happened next?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm here. I must to continue this story.
Yeah, that's right. You got to continue the story. Maybe introduce the characters on it. You got to continue. It's round robin. Right? It's just like that game of telephone you played when you were a kid, right?
I heard about movie Fallout, but I didn't watch it. But I like fantasy. I like fantasy when present dragons, dwarf. I like these.
Okay. I see. Okay, there were dragons underground too. For whatever reason, I see. But think of the setting. Right now, the setting is there was a nuclear bomb that went off, right? and then people had to hide underground. Let's start with this one. Here's the second rule. Once a character appears on the screen, you have to come up with a dialogue. So think of what this person says. So here are the rules for this game. One, you have to tell me what the person said, right, in the previous part, in the previous little thing, and then you got to describe what happens next. So you got to tell me what the person said, or maybe what the person is thinking, and then you got to describe what happens next. Okay. For example, you might be said something like, and the person that was underground said.
About
Okay.
All right, let's try
they're talking about
Mastanov. So no, not talking about. You got to tell me exactly what he said. Like what's this guy saying? What's this guy saying?
they talk about food. They're talking about food.
Okay, sure. I am really hungry.
Think, the man said that we had enough food for 200 years.
We have enough food for 200 years.
Yes.
Good. We're off to a start. Great. And what does the other man reply with? Okay, let me rotate this. I'm using nothing but Microsoft Paint and some AI tools on this, okay? So bear with me. And what does this man say in response?
Then he said, I think, we need to frozen our people.
Okay, we need to froze or we need to freeze?
Freeze.
Yeah,
freeze.
after 2 we have to use an infinitive. We need
He's telling that it isn't
to
enough for us.
freeze our people.
Our people.
Good. Okay, and now
After 200 years, we will go. Not also, no. On ground.
we need to go to the what's the word? What's the word? I'm trying not to give it away.
Outside.
Surface. Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah. Okay, very good. We need to freeze our people after 200 years. Yeah. After 200 years, we can go to the surface. There we go. Let me just add another one. Yeah, this one's going to be a thought bubble or something. Yeah. Then we can go to the surface. Good. Okay, we're off to a pretty good start right now. We have our comic, right? Great. Now describe what happens next. Oh, okay, awesome. So now describe what happens next for the AI image generator. Here, let's hear from who would like to speak. Which one of you is ready?
After you mean after 200 years, people go outside. No? Go outside.
What's the past simple of that?
And they see mutants.
What's the past simple of see? After 200 years, people went outside and they saw mutants.
Will die.
All right, very good. Let's see what the AI comes up
She
with.
saw mutants.
Very good.
Mutant?
Yeah, mutants. That's correct. Very good. That word is mutants. Indeed. Let's see what we come up with. After 200 years of living underground, people went outside and they saw mutants. All right, let's see what that looks like, everybody. Let me go ahead and zoom in here. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for everybody. Watch this. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to.
The story I think this story very interesting, more interesting than movie.
I know, it's way more interesting because we're literally creating the story right now. Look at that. Wow, this is cool. You guys want to see what the AI came up with? Yes. All right.
Oh,
And here's your next prompt. After 200 years of living underground, people went outside and they saw mutants. Awesome. A very nice language so far, everybody. Okay. All right. Now, I need to hear from somebody else. And remember, the rule is as follows. You have to write some dialogue. So how many people can we see in this picture? How many people can you see?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, we see some people going outside, right? And then they see some mutants. Let's start with you. How about you, sir? Freiheit, right? Is that how you pronounce your name? Okay. Well, you got to.
Should I describe these people? I don't understand.
No,
task.
you got to come up with a dialogue. So tell me something that one person might say.
it is a person who outside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're outside now.
But I thought it is mutants.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay. It is mutants or people. Normal people.
I'm assuming that like maybe this is a mutant that they see over here, and the other people are normal people. I guess that's what the AI drew. So yeah, everybody, we're working on a little comic strip. Oh wait a second, I forgot to enable the thing so I can read chat from all of the places we're streaming on, including YouTube and Twitch and stuff. So bear with me if I haven't caught up with that. Well, I will very, very soon. But anyway, you got to now tell me what one of the people that just went outside said.
These people, then they outside. They saw the desert.
Okay, yeah, but first, no, the rule is first you got to come up with some dialogue, right? First you got to come up with
Okay.
dialogue. Yeah.
What will doing? What will do?
Okay, maybe.
What will we doing?
But you're close. What?
What will
Okay.
we
Let's use
do?
the structure going to. Okay, well, let's break that down. For example, I am going to
plan?
see a movie. Positive, right? What's the question form?
What are we doing?
Okay. So what's the question form? Exactly. Am I going to see a movie? Is the question form, right? Positive, subject. Here we have to be. Or here we have, to be. And here we have going to.
What are we going to do?
Very good.
Yeah.
Good job. What are
Yes.
we going to do? Nice job. You
are
flip
we going
the
to do?
subject.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
To do.
Good. Okay. Let's come up with some more dialogue. What might somebody say in response? Let's say this guy has an answer for him. What's he going to say? What do you guys think?
We need to we need to go.
We need
I
to.
need to.
We want to find other people.
Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah, we want to. Okay, maybe. Sure.
We need to.
We need to
get
look
out
for
of
food.
this room.
We need to look for food. We want to find other people. Good. Anything else? We're coming up with some good ideas. Let's come up with a list.
We need to go. We need to
They
get
met
out of this room.
mutants, right?
Yeah.
So he can think about that they are fighting with mutants,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, perhaps,
We,
maybe we haven't established that yet. Right now, all we see is people going outside after a nuclear war, after having lived 200 years underground.
you have to maybe. You must to get out of this room.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, what are some of the structures that we use to give advice or suggestions? So suggestions. What are some ways that we can do that?
Suggestions.
Okay.
I didn't know this.
How
word.
about ... plus ing, right? Or you can use modal verbs. For example, perhaps we should plus an infinitive, right? Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Very good. So what else? What other structures can we use to give suggestions? Chat, feel free to help us out. Feel free to help us out. Absolutely. Maybe we could. We could do this or we could do that, right? Yeah. So maybe the guy could say something like, what are we going to do? Maybe we could go outside and see what's out there.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should to finding people on the surface.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go find some random people on the surface. We just woke up from a 200-year sleep. Why not? Oh, I feel like fighting somebody. Yeah, I just slept for 200 years and I was frozen. Sure, that sounds pretty good. Or anyway, we've come up with some dialogue. What's next? Let's come up with some more. Here, I'm gonna expand on this a little bit. Let's make a little outline. Good. And just to tell people what has happened in our story. I'm trying to figure this out. There we go. So 200 years later. 200 years later, the residents wake up from their slumber. Okay, what happens next? Now you got to tell me the next part of the comic. Those of you that are joining us, we are AI writing a comic strip, okay? And here's what happened. You guys told me about some nuclear bombs that went off and people having to live underground, and they froze themselves for 200 years, and then they went outside. Yeah, what happens next?
Them need to find water because we don't have run out of water.
Because we have run out of water. Very good. We need to find water because we have run out of water.
Yeah.
I think maybe we need to build camping and military base.
A military base. Very good.
Base.
We need to build a camp or a military base. Because of the mutants.
They need to find warm clothes.
Okay, very good. We need to find warm clothes. Anything else?
We needed to look for a books.
We need to look for some books.
Some
need
books.
to
Yes.
look for some books. Good.
Everywhere mutants need to build a base.
Okay, what was that last one?
We need medicine.
Oh, we need to find medicine. All right, very good. We need to find medicine. Good. Excellent. Okay, very nice. Let's see what we come up with. Are you ready to see the next one?
It's difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. The AI is not letting me
I don't
generate
have it.
this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the AI is not letting me, so I got to use a different AI over here for this one. So every now and then you got to switch around a little bit because different AI image generators have different terms of use. So you gotta like switch between a whole bunch of them, right? Yeah. So let me try a different one. 1 second. All right, that one won't let me use it either. So we have to use different language. Okay, let's see if we can figure out which piece of language the AI is having an issue with, and then we can try to fix that. What do y'all think? Well, let's look at some of this language over here. I want to kind of break it down a little bit on this one. Let's look at this one in particular. We need to find water because we have run out of water. What tense is we have run out of water? What tense is that?
We have run out of water.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, what tense is this?
Perfect.
Present perfect.
Very good. Do we know exactly when we ran out of water?
Because we have one.
Yeah, no, we don't. So with the present perfect, we don't know the exact time. Yeah, that this happened. Oh, I see.
It's finished recently.
Uh-huh. But can we see the results of us not having any water right now? We can. We can see the fact that we don't have any water. We know that we ran out of water sometime in the past, and we can see the results of not having any water right now. This is the present perfect. Very nice. So you guys came up with a few things for the prompt, and the AI already prepared the next strip. You guys are doing great. Let's keep breaking this down. Let's look at the next one. Here's the next comic strip. All right, it looks like we may have found some water. Great. Again, you have to give me a piece of dialogue. So what might this man say? Uh-huh. So he found some water. They all
I
found
need
water.
a plan.
Uh-huh. Maybe I need a plan. Let's come up with some ideas.
He thinks
Okay. He thinks something?
he thinks he can finally he can finally reach because he can sell this water and he can
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. He's thinking I can sell this water? Maybe, maybe. All right. Open floor. Let's come up with some dialogue. What else might he say or think? He found water. He just came out of a 200-year slumber. He was frozen for 200 years after a nuclear war or something, right? And then they woke up from their slumber and they decided to go and find some water and see what's out there. And he found some water out in the middle of the desert. What happened next?
He called the old people.
Okay. All right. He called everybody. He says, over here, there's water. That'll work.
Yeah.
Over
He called
here.
old people and tell them
Uh-huh.
that he finally found the water.
Yeah, over here, everybody. There's so much water here. Mm-hmm. Great. And then what happened next?
And I think he thinks about that need to get water but live underground because radiation and mutagens are everywhere.
Oh, very good. That's a good point. Okay, so what would his thought be then?
we should to filter this water because it's
Okay. Now,
it
do we
will
need?
be
Do we?
harmful for our health.
Ah, now. Very good. Now, is there a mistake over here? After modals such as should, what do we not need?
We should.
We don't need to.
Exactly. Very good. We should filter this water.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Continue the thought. We should filter this water because why?
Should it is model verb.
Yes, it is.
We should filter this water.
Uh-huh.
Because it's dirty
Because it's dirty.
and it isn't good for our health.
Exactly. It isn't good for our health. Good. Good job. Good for our health. Okay, we're off to a pretty good start. Now you got to describe the next scene. What happens next, everybody? What happens next?
He meets mutants, very kind,
Okay, I see. I see.
and they help him to find filters.
Oh. I see. As he's gathering water, he meets very kind mutants who
Mutants,
help
yeah.
him get
find-
filters. Oh. Who help him to find
But
filters. the
they
water.
wanted, but the mutants wanted that people help him.
Oh, okay. So the mutants want his help in some way. And we'll find out what that's gonna be. Okay, very good. I like how you put that together. Let's have a look at what the AI generates for us. So something like this, as he's gathering water. Oh, yeah, he meets very kind mutants who help him to find filters for the water. But the mutants want his help in some way. Okay, very good. By the way, is this happening? Is this happening at the same time on this one? Yeah. By the way, try saying this really fast. Gathering water. Gathering water. Try saying it. Gathering water. Gathering water.
Gathering.
Really fast. It's going to be a tongue twister. Try saying gathering water. Gathering water. You see what I mean?
Gathering water.
Really fast now. Gathering water. Gathering water. Gathering water.
Gathering water.
Now really fast.
Gathering water.
Ah, good job. Gathering water. Ah, the tendency is to say "wah," that to make the sound. Gathering water. See what I did with the pronunciation? Gathering. The tongue goes between your teeth. Water.
Gathering water. Water.
Again, say water. Water.
Water.
Water. Yeah, your tongue is there up at the top. Gathering water.
Gathering water.
Yeah, the
Water.
tongue is at the roof of the mouth at the end there.
Water.
Good. Now really
Gathering-
fast. Gathering water.
Gathering
Gathering water. Gathering water.
Gathering water. Water.
Gathering water.
Good job.
Gathering water.
Okay, much better. Wow, well done. Anyway, are you guys ready to see the cool strip? This is awesome. Here's the fourth picture. Look at this cool, helpful mutant. Yeah. Oh,
Amazing.
I know, right? Let's continue this. What's the next dialogue? What's the mutant saying? Now the mutant gets to tell us exactly what help he wants, right? Okay.
Newton says, I don't like water, but I'm very kind and I help you.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. I don't like water, but I'm very kind, so I'll help you. I don't like water, but I'm very kind, so I'll help you. Good job. Very nice. Good. Okay. All right.
I can help you to filter water for one service.
For a price. Yeah, let's add that. I'll help you to filter water for one service. All right. Okay, and soon we're gonna find out what that service is. And what does this man say in response? Okay. What does he say in response to this proposition by this mutant? What does he say in response to this proposition by the mutant?
Didn't get it.
Huh?
I didn't get it.
Okay, well, the man said something in response, right? Yeah, so the mutant said something. So the man said something in response.
We can share our food for it with you.
No, look, he's not referring to what the mutant said, right? Shouldn't the man ask about what service he had in mind, right? Right? Okay, look, for one service. So this man will probably say, oh yeah? And what will he ask?
I think Mutants said that you people, you have to give us a cure for the mutation.
Oh, okay, yeah, that we're coming up. We're coming up. Yeah, we're coming to that. We haven't really come to that quite yet, but sure, that could be something in response, right? So here, let me move that over here, and I'm gonna rotate this. Okay. You have to give us a cure for our mutation.
Yeah.
As a cure for our mutation. Good. But let's keep this conversation natural. Remember, he said some service, okay? So this man might ask about that. What sort of question might you ask if you want clarification about what somebody previously said? Uh-huh. Okay, I'll give you a hint. What kind?
What kind?
What kind of service? Something like that, right? There. What kind of service, right? I mean, you got to be careful. You know, it's a big, scary-looking mutant. You might ask him to do all kinds of crazy stuff, right? So you better figure out what the mutant wants. But sure. All right. So anyway, the mutant says you have to give us a cure for our mutation. Everybody, those of you that are joining us in chat, welcome. We got some people in here. Look at that. We're creating an AI comic strip. I just joined a random Telegram channel, and these guys are coming up with an entire comic book over here. See? They come up with dialogue and everything like that. And we're having AI draw everything for us. Okay, what happened next? We have the dialogue. What happens next? Let's hear from somebody who hasn't spoken yet. Let's go.
People didn't know how help to mutants because they don't have cures.
Okay. Very
People
good.
need to make cures.
Okay. Very good. Now, did he refer to many cures or many issues or one issue? One thing, he said a cure, singular. So would we say cures or a cure?
Cures. A cure.
A cure, yeah, very good. So that has to be singular, right? And right before that, we need an article. something like people didn't know how to help the mutants because they don't have a cure. People need to make a cure. Okay. Let's see what the AI comes up with based on your amazing prompt. And are you ready to see the next picture?
Didn't exist cures, only a cure.
Yeah, exactly. Only a cure because they're asking for a cure for one thing instead of many, right? So singular. All right, here's the next piece of the comic, everybody. Yeah, what happened next? Huh.
It is people or mutates?
Looks like a little bit of both. Yeah, I mean, this dude over here looks like a mutant for sure, right? Yeah. This guy's got something growing out of his neck. He's got like something growing out of his neck. He's definitely a mutant, right? Yeah, it's kind of like this whole situation. Have you guys seen that movie? Whatchamacallit, with Total Recall? How there's this mutant growing out of this guy's stomach?
A Jedi will use the Force for knowledge and defense and a bunch of other cool stuff, man. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. Open your mind, you must.
Yeah, that's right. See, this is my little buddy. He literally lives in my stomach, and we have a symbiotic relationship. That means the food I eat, he gets to eat.
Yes, and you've been eating some garbage lately.
He doesn't agree with my dietary choices and stuff. So because we share a symbiotic relationship, just like in that movie Total Recall with the mutant and stuff, you know, I gotta be more careful of my nutrition. Speaking of nutrition, what kind of food do you guys like to eat?
Yes, food. Tell me about your food.
Okay, you can go back to sleep.
Sleep? Sleep I will go back to.
Yes. All right. So anyway, as I was saying, what kind of food do you guys like to eat? Indeed.
You frightened us. Don't scare us.
Okay, that's fine. We're not going to switch topics. Let's come up with some dialogue. All right. Remember what the rule was? The rule was you have to come up with some dialogue for some of these guys. So anyway, these guys have to come up with a cure to help the mutants, so the mutants can help them filter water. Okay. Yeah. Right. But they don't have the cure for the mutants. They don't know how to help the mutants. But oh, do they? Look, if you look at this comic strip, this guy looks a lot like him. Look, his face is all green. I'm going to zoom in. And now he's almost half human, right? In this picture, he's a full mutant. And in this picture, he is a half mutant. So maybe they found the cure. Okay? Yeah. So let's end the story right here. Give me a cool closing line for the story, for this cool comic that we just created.
They don't find water, but they look for a fire.
What's up? What's that about fire? Say it again.
These two fire. It's next the story.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, they're next to the fire. That's right. In this comic, they're next to the fire. So, you know, let's close the story out over here. We got a cool little mini comic strip that we made. We're gonna do some more fun stuff like this. What can we say about the story? How about something like, then they found a cure for the mutation, right? And the
No. They didn't find.
They didn't find the cure for the mutation.
They need to find a secret laboratory.
Okay.
And ruined hospital.
I see. Wow, that's pretty specific. They need to find a secret laboratory.
Very strange people.
In ruined.
In a ruined hospital.
Ruined hospital.
I see. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now let's assume that that already happened. Okay. Let's assume that they found a secret laboratory in a ruined hospital, and then they figured out how to cure the mutation. Let's come up with some dialogue. So what kinds of things might these guys be saying right now?
They should build the school.
Maybe something about a school. How about something like this? They found a secret laboratory in a ruined hospital, like you said, and helped the mutants, who then lived among them. The mutants slowly transformed back into humans. So in this last strip, let's have the mutants express his gratitude. Thank you, my friends. What might the mutant say?
They say that we know where
You know what I'm saying?
Overcome
Mind your own business.
a lot
Well,
of
say I like being a mutant, man. You want to change me into not mutant?
No, we're just writing the story.
You're racist against mutants.
No, I'm not, man.
You are, because I'm a mutant.
No, bro, that's not. No, it's not my story. It's these guys came up with it. I'm not racist against mutants.
You are, man. You better watch yourself. You better watch yourself. And you all better watch yourselves, too.
Okay, all right. Anyway, a disclaimer. We got to write a disclaimer for our comic strip. Okay. This comic strip implies no racism towards mutants. Disclaimer: this comic strip implies no racism towards mutants. Okay, there. Sorry, we gotta have like a disclaimer on everything nowadays. Okay, there. Anyway, the mutant said, "Thank you for helping me be a better mutant. Thank you." All right, awesome. There we go. How's that sound? Pretty good? Yeah, good job, everybody. We came up with an incredible, super cool, awesome, super duper awesome comic strip. Did you all have fun?
Amazing.
very fun.
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, awesome, totally fun, totally cool. I'm gonna send this comic strip to Telegram and stuff, and this will be permanently immortalized as something that you guys created. Is that awesome or what? Yeah, it's totally awesome, man. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. There you go. There you go. Okay, that's all for our stream, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this incredibly awesome, super experimental journey in which we, came up with an amazing comic book live on YouTube and Twitch and GoodGame.ru and a bunch of other places. This has been the Crazy Professor.
I understand.
What's up?
To be continued, yes?
Yeah, maybe to be continued. Until next time, everybody, have a good night now.